Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome back to Col U TV for our midweek show. On the show this evening, we'll take a look back at the reaction and the action from Saturday's excellent win with Junior Shamadou's late volley sealing the win for us. And we'll have a contender for goal of the month for March competition as well. But first, let's take a look back at all the action with the highlights from Saturday. What a win and what a goal that was. And it's fantastic to see the celebrations after that goal with everybody joining in. And it's great to see Shamel George run the length of the pitch to make sure he didn't miss out by jumping on top of them all. Fantastic scenes. You have to wait until a little later on in the show, though, to see if that makes it into the contenders for March's goal of the month. And I'll be very, very surprised and disappointed if it doesn't. But let's hear from the match winner now with Junior joining Harry Totham here in the studio after the game.
Junior Shamadou, you've been in here before as man of the match. You've done a couple of interviews in here. Today you're in here as a match winner. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's a great feeling, to be honest. One that I'll obviously remember for the rest of my career. And in the way I got the winning goal, it's just great for me, my family, and the team, of course, and the club.
Mm-hmm. And talk us through the goal. You come on, we just spoke to Wayne Brown, who said playing a bit further forward is not your favourite position. Talk us through you coming on and seeing that ball drop down back of the net.
Yeah, the manager sent me on to do a job for the team in the last few minutes, whether that's going forward or defending. So as the ball's obviously dropped out of the air, I'm watching it the whole way. And I knew I was going to use the inside of my foot from the minute I saw the ball drop. It was just about getting good contact with the ball and hitting the target. And not luckily, but it went in.
Did you ever think about taking a touch?
No, to be fair, from the beginning, I was going to take it on first time. Just about, like I said, getting the good contact and hitting the target.
Look, it's something Wayne Brown says he's never done it before, and we hope it's the first goal like that he scores it in the future. But in front of the South Stand, the 93rd, 94th minute, all the boys jumping on top. Just what's it like in amongst that? What's your main feeling of that?
It's just surreal, really. And I commend the boys for it as well, getting around me and celebrating the goal together as a team. It's a great feeling for me, scoring my first professional goal. So to do it in front of that stand, in front of all the fans, celebrating with my teammates, just a great feeling.
Good. And some confidence for you as well. Obviously, Cameron Cox has been starting at right back in the last 5-6 games. You've come in, this surely gives you a boost going forward.
Yeah, definitely. That's the competition that's in the group, which is what every team needs. And Cameron Cameron Cox, to be fair, he's done very well since he's been in the team, and he's deserved to stay in the team. So when I do get my opportunities, like the Forest Green game, like today, I've just got to do my part, come on and do what I can do, show everyone what I can do, and I felt as though that's what I did today.
That is what you did. You scored a screaming volley. We picked up 3 points for the U's that pushed us further towards safety. Junior Champion, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't think he stopped beaming for a moment through that interview. And as you may have heard, Harry mentioned a comment from Wayne Brown in his interview as well. The boss said he had never seen Junior finish like that before, amongst other things. He was visibly delighted with the performance against Tranmere Rovers. And this is what Wayne had to say after the game.
Joined by U's head coach, Wayne Brown, after that last-minute win against Tranmere. Wayne, talk us through your feelings.
Yeah, it makes a difference. Of course, it makes a difference. We wasn't at our best today, granted. Very flat. And sometimes that happens. I sensed it in the warm-up a little bit. So you're trying to get into them, before the game, during the game, half-time, to try and get the best out of the lads. I thought they gave us a better response in the second half. Change of formation helped us do that, puts more pressure higher up the pitch. To stop the bombardment of long balls from Tranmere into our back four. And we've kept going again. We've kept going. We've had to put bodies on the line. Fantastic save by Sham.
Yes.
At 0-0 to keep us in the game. And they're big moments. Yes, we probably and should have maybe had a penalty first half.
I agree.
Which didn't go our way. But when you're asking for people to step up, keepers, that's a match-winning save. And then all of a sudden, we've got a little bit of momentum in the last 5-10 minutes. They're flying high. They're trying to get in the playoffs, but their away form has been relatively average. So, we knew that if we put a bit of pressure on them towards the latter part of the game and kept the lads going, that we hopefully would get a chance, and that proved the case. And what a finish by the young man. It's a great finish.
It was. The just absolute scenes, I think, is probably how it'd be described. And we can hear the boys in the changing room behind us just having a bit of a party in there, it seems. Is it a sense of relief? Do we feel like we're safe now? 11 points clear, I know, not mathematically, but does this really feel like a step in the right direction, and one that perhaps has been a long time coming?
It's a step in the right direction, but, I just chuff at the lads in the fact that the last two performances have been very, very good, very well organised, very well disciplined. We've created a number of good opportunities against two top teams, and we've come away from those two fixtures with nothing to show from it. So to be as poor as we was today, and we was at times for long spells of the game, to get that winner, they do need to enjoy it, because they've had a lot of setbacks in the last couple of weeks where they've had to pick themselves up and scrape themselves up off the floor with no points on the board from good performances. And sometimes football, that's football. It does even itself out when you're not at the races and you nick one. And that proved the case today.
And just a word on the match winner, Junior Champion. You threw him on, a few minutes to go. He's a young man who has had some outstanding games, and then he's lost his place to Cameron Cox. For him to come on and score that goal, what a moment for a young man. You must be delighted for him.
I'm chuffed for him. He's a great kid. Absolute pleasure to work with. He's played a lot of football for a young man at the club. And that's what we do. We give our own the opportunity to go out there and express themselves, to develop on the main stage. And again, he's done that today. He's had to be patient. Cox has come in and done a real good job at right back. So for the last few weeks, he's had to be patient. But I keep saying to the whole squad, when you're called upon, make sure that you're ready to come in and do a job. And he's done that today. Probably not in his favoured position, playing out on the right in front of Coxie. Obviously, Hanno blew up a little bit. He was ill for a large part of the week. So we've had to ask him if he could go out there and do a job for us today, and he's done that. But when he does blow up, then we've got somebody that can come on and do a real good job and be reliable, like Junior has done whenever he has been called upon. But I don't know where he's got that finish from. He's never done it in his life. I hope that's the first of many, many, many more. But as I said, just chuffed for bits. That great technique, and that's the difference that wins us the game.
Perfect. Wayne, thank you. It was your decision to throw him on. You deserve to enjoy the success. Get back in there. Have some fun with the
Cheers.
players.
Thanks very much.
There we go then. That's the post-match reaction from Wayne Brown. And we've just a handful of games to go now till the end of the season. The interim head coach has helped us move 11 points clear of the bottom two with 7 to play. So let's all hope we can keep this form going, ensure our league status, of course, and see if we can finish as high as possible now come the end of the season. As promised, we've got the contenders for March's Goal of the Month competition with a couple from Noah and Aurora Edwards' effort. And of course, the volley from Junior Shamadou. Let's take a look at them now. Head to Col U Ticket straight after the show to cast your vote, and we'll announce on next week's Midweek Show who has picked up the accolade for March's Goal of the Month. Now to Tuesday's game, and we had England under-20s here taking on Germany at the JobServe Community Stadium. It was an excellent occasion with an almost sold-out stadium here in North Essex, with people turning out in their numbers to watch the young Lions. And we've got all the action in a highlights package now for anyone who wasn't able to make the game or for anyone that wants to relive the occasion.
So Rosenboom is for Germany, only as far as Moller to this right-hand side. Hill hits the feet of McCarthy and turns to find Greenwood, and the shot takes a deflection and it's in, and England lead. 10 minutes gone. It's Sam Greenwood. It clipped the heels of Atimona on its way through. He'll claim the goal. Germans unbeaten so far this season. They concede early on. Greenwood with the finish. Beyond the reach of Schreiber, the goalkeeper. Useful long ball forward, which releases Cameron Archer. Archer with a chance to run at the defender. So it was a good tackle in the eyes of the referee from Rosenboom. And better with the cross straight into the arms of Schreiber. Breaks his clearance. Back by Moller. Neil over on the left hand side with James McAtee. Making another run into that penalty area, causing all sorts of problems. No one there for England, cleared away by John. Back inside to Lawrence. He's given it away. It was very sloppy from Germany. McAtee, a chance to make it 2-0. Takes a deflection again. There is the second England goal. James McAtee punishes Germany for being sloppy at the back. I think that one takes a deflection off of Cristalino Atimona. You could argue he's had the last touch on both of the goals. Cutting inside on that left foot, brushes off of Atimona and in. Rosenboom. It's the feet of Roll. Roll against Obeta. He's done well to make it up to the edge of the penalty area. Pulls it back. Christopher Scott with the shot. Can't hit the target. Matic gives the ball away. Gardner Hickman. Makati. Dolan. Support from Kesler Hayden. Gets to the byline. Pulls it back. It's Greenwood. Makati. It's Dolan. It's 3. They got there in the end, England. Crafting a third goal. Finished into the roof of the net by the substitute, Tyrese Dolan. Unselfish play by James Makati. Building up from the back, Daniel Neal. Plenty of time and space on the right hand side. It's Makati again. Still Makati. Just the wrong side of the post. And back by Clarkson. Makati again. Looks to the right hand side and finds Daniel Neal. Saved well by the goalkeeper Schreiber. Themselves back into the game. It's just wide from Watimada. Free kick comes back to Samardzic. That's a good goal. Played it short, got it back and curled it into the far corner from 25 yards. And the Udinese man has Germany on the score sheet. Oh, taking a very slight deflection on its way in. Convincing performance by England here at the Colchester Community Stadium. England 3, Germany 1.
A great occasion for the club, I think you'll all agree, and hopefully we'll have some more games like that coming up in the future. Keep an eye out for some of those names, as I'm sure they might be heading towards Gareth Southgate's first team in the coming years. Some names for us to look forward to seeing playing for the England national first team. One last thing before we go now, we've got our opposition preview of Harrogate Town with the U's heading up there this weekend. Harrogate Town's second season in the Football League has seen their early promotion hopes wane after an impressive start. Simon Weaver's side had found themselves sitting in the top half, but a run of 4 straight defeats in December has seen them fall away and settle as a mid-table side looking to regain some stability on the pitch. Since that run before Christmas, Weaver's side had won just 4 games, but were victorious in their fixture last week when they beat Scunthorpe United 3-0 on the road to move up to 15th in the table. The Sulphurites have a trio of threats, with Luke Armstrong, Jack Diamond and Jack Muldoon leading the way in their goal scoring charts with 12, 11 and 10 goals each. It's going to be a race to see who can end the season as top goal scorer in Yorkshire for them. Luke Armstrong has been in a bit of a dry spell with no goals since the start of March during a 2-1 defeat to Hartlepool United, with Muldoon's record stretching back even further with his last goal coming in mid-February at Exeter City. At the other end of the pitch, Mark Oxley has been a regular keeper for Weaver's side. Oxley had been relegated with Southend United at the end of last season, but with a stronger side in front of him, has been able to help the 2020 National League playoff champions regain their status. That comes despite Harrogate having the second weakest defence in the league, conceding 61 goals in 39 games. Only Scunthorpe United have conceded more. Their strong attacking force has netted 56 times, the best goal scoring record outside the top 10, which has helped them to pick up some valuable points this season. So they'll be looking to finish the season on a high, although they're almost certain to have some dead rubber games, so to speak, towards the end of the season as they're sitting kind of mid-table. It's the first time we have been able to head up to the home of the Sulphurites. That's a nickname, isn't it? Since their promotion. So we're looking likely to have a strong following this weekend. So a safe journey to and from the game if you are heading up. If you want to be there, then tickets are on sale from the used ticket office until 2 p.m. Friday, subject to availability, of course. All the information on the club website. Lastly, from me, if you want to email us anything you like about the club, maybe for the big screen on a match day here at the JobServe Community Stadium, something in the programme, a mention, an anniversary, a birthday, whatever it may be, it's media@colchesterunited.net. So that's media@colchesterunited.net. Send everything into that address. That's about it from me, though. Have a fantastic week. And once again, safe journey if you are heading up on Saturday. And I'll see you back here next week. Until then, it's goodbye for now.